What's up, boys and female boys? Femboys? Boilies. Felsworn Slayer is a melee DPS spec that uses agility as primary stat. A type of DPS spec I usually call a maintenance spec, because there's quite a few things that you need to maintain throughout combat. Just like Infernal and Tyrant, we are energy based and we have our demon points, called Fel Fury. And we generate our Fel Fury by using Annihilin? And just like with Tyrant or Infernal, we want to get into our demon form as soon as possible, because our two main spenders either gives us more damage, or it allows us to extend the duration of inner demon form. So what special abilities does Slayer have? First, you'll get Immolation Aura, which is an aura around you that constantly deals damage, and also a little bit of damage to yourself when you have it on. Unfortunately, it's not on an unlimited timer, so you have to refresh it when it falls off. It's also a good idea to have your Hateforged barrier up, at least until you get this talent, Felguard, which gives you enough self-healing so you don't need to worry about your barrier anymore. So including the barrier, that would make it already 3 bars we have to maintain. You see where this is going? Yep, there's one more. So if you're the only Felsworn in a party or in a raid, you'll also have to keep Bane of Fire on your target for single target damage. And if you want to be super min-max with your buffs, there's another buff, Fel Instincts, that gives you 20% melee haste for 5 seconds, but only if you use Azeroth Assault Spender, which we normally just use in AoE scenarios. And I'm not done yet, that's just for single target. When it comes to AoE, you should also use Sunder in your rotation. It's an ability that applies dots in a cone in front of you, which you should also keep refreshing constantly in AoE. But be careful. Right now, your Sunder does not get refreshed on your target if it already has your Sunder on it. I'm pretty sure it's a bug, so hopefully you don't experience it by the time you watch this video. Okay, that's pretty much all of it when it comes to the things you want to keep track of. Okay, let's look at our cooldowns. For big AoE damage, we have Fury Unleashed. I didn't really like it at the beginning because it was a 3-minute cooldown without the last talent down here, which reduces it to 2 minutes. And you want to pick this talent here, which reduces it by another 1 second per dancing blade hit, which is this passive talent here at level 10. And just like last time, I would also highly recommend going for Reckoning for our other cooldown. And that's pretty much it for the cooldowns that we have. It's not a lot, let's see how it plays. Okay, before we start doing damage, we want to get our barrier up and also start our Immolation Aura. Then start with Reckoning and press Fel Fireball to give you those combo points real quick. Go into inner demon form as quickly as possible and just keep spamming your Fel Fireball. You'll see that you get a 4% damage increase for every fireball hit. And in AoE we get the 4 stacks instantly because we are shooting 4 balls to our targets at once. For some reason the buff tooltip shows 0%, I hope it's just a bug and not really the case. Next up, it's time to press Fury Unleashed to really get our build going. Even though the tooltip says that at the end of Fury Unleashed, you'll get a 100% damage increase on Sunder, you actually see the debuff the first time you press it, so you immediately want to press Sunder as soon as you hit Fury Unleashed. So after our complicated opener, we basically just want to use Azeroth Assault to spend our demon points, because only melee abilities give us the Dancing Blades proc for extra AoE damage. We don't get it from Sargeron Smite as far as I know. So while we have high energy regeneration during the Blood of Manaroth cooldown, we can just spam Annihilation Strike to get combo points and use Azeroth Assault to dump them. If we're unlucky and Legion Fall doesn't reset our Annihilation Strike, we have to use Twin Slice instead. And once we lose our Blood of Manaroth buff, you'll notice that we'll be energy starving quite easily. So when your energy gets low, you want to use Sargeron Smite to generate energy back. The good thing is, in this AoE rotation, we never really lose our inner demon form. We don't really need to keep track because we keep extending it constantly with Azeroth's Assault. Unfortunately, that is not the case in single target, because in single target, we'll be using Sargeron Smite because it does way more damage. So yeah, for single target, it doesn't change too much. We don't want to use Sunder because it's more AoE damage. And we want to keep Bane of Fire up on our target. There you have it, basically. I would describe Felsworn Slayer as a high APM maintenance spec, where the first 10 seconds of the fight you have to press a lot of buttons at once, which then turn into a very simple 1-2 button rotation while maintaining your buffs and the debuffs on the enemy. But yeah, I'm also streaming here on YouTube, Twitch, and if you want to talk shit to me in real time, that's the place. I'll see you around, Space Cowboy.